Hey, it's John Eats Cheap. Just back from vacation. We had a great time. Went on a, oh boy, I need to shave. I got that vacation stubble going on. We went on a cruise. Had a cruise all planned for the past year. Our cruise ship, actually, the week before we left, had a little accident, ran into a dock in Puerto Rico, had some engine trouble, a little dent in the side. That kind of threw our plans a little bit off kilter. Our cruise wasn't quite the one that we booked, but they compensated us pretty well for it, and we still got to be out on the water for 6 days, sun and fun, eating and drinking and having a good time. Got to go to the Bahamas again. That wasn't our plan. We had some other places to go, but nonetheless, we had a great time. It was 80 degrees away from the cold and missed 2 snowstorms, and we got to eat a lot of great food. And one of the things I like about cruising is the great food, and then if we have something we really like, I get to try and recreate it when I get home. And we do that with cocktails too. So I hope you enjoy the trip report. Also, stay tuned afterwards. Lots of great food pictures of a lot of the food that we ate on the cruise with John Eats Cheap. Okay, John Eats Cheap pet peeve. You assume a bottle is, a bottle or can, 12 ounces, right? Or 16. No. These are, where is it?
11.2.
11.2 ounces. So they're cutting you out of, how many is that? 4.8? No, 0.4. You're losing,
How many
losing
drinks
ounces.
have you had, sweetie?
Well, no, that's almost a full ounce short of 12 ounces. 0.8. I don't know what it is, but they're shorting you.
But there's less calories in it.
It's just like, okay, so there's less calories, but it's just like bacon. They sell it now usually in the 12-ounce package instead of the pound, but you assume it's like $2.99 a pound. It's not. It's 12 ounces. They're making the packages smaller. That's a pet peeve. Just sell it by the pound. Don't sell me a 12-ounce ribeye. Make it a pound, please. John Eats Cheap. We're on our balcony. This is a nice wide balcony. I like this. Lots of space, bigger than others we've been on. We're in Port Canaveral right now. There's our view. Way on the other side of the ships there is Port Canaveral Space Center. Careful with that camera over the edge. Don't do that. Makes me nervous. That's the Disney ship and the Royal Caribbean and the Carnival. All getting ready to sail out. Now our room, these are nice chairs on the deck. Let's go inside. Get on this couch. Just want to test the, oh yeah, it's not really convenient for watching television, but you can sit here and read or something. Lots of space. Hanging clothes. 3 big drawers. Another one for hanging. Wow. Boy, there's a lot of space for clothes. Nice bed. Spots alongside the bed to put your water at night or your phone, your charger, whatever you're gonna do. More space. More things. Oh, look at that. We got a nice little stool. TV. Sink. Right in the bedroom. Medicine cabinet. Yeah, there's a lot of space here. More hanging stuff for towels, and then the bathrooms. The shower. It's a good sized shower for a cruise ship. And the other side, which is the toilet. Is that what it's called? I don't know where the light is for this, but there we go. All right. The note on the toilet says, "Watch what you flush." You don't want to flush any bad things. So there you go. Looks nice. We're ready to go. It is odd that you have to put a key. Oh yeah, you can make the toilet first class. Close the curtain. Don't let anybody in. You have to have, like, to make the lights work, you have to have a card to put in there. So I don't use my room key. This is when I got my knee replaced. My hello, I have a knee replacement card. So I just put that in there, and that leaves it. Just put any old card in there. That'll keep your lights on. So there you go. Welcome, Norwegian Epic. Hey, John Eats Cheap on the Norwegian Epic. This is something cool. Our room is like at the very end of the hallway and it's right near the bridge viewing room. It's a cool little room that has a whole bunch of awards and history about the ship. And you have a big picture window looking at the bridge. We're still in port here. We haven't left port yet. But you look at all the equipment and computer screens and microphones and how many stations there are to just really make this thing operate. It's pretty cool to see. So the bridge viewing station is on deck 13 at the forward starboard side, I believe. Right. That's the way we look at it. So that's looking out the front of the ship. All right, we're at the Maltings Whiskey Bar. Not real busy right now. It's almost happy hour. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. They have great seating, menus on the table, very comfortable. They wait on you. It's not just whiskeys. You can get other drinks here, but we're going with the old-fashioned and something they call the grass clippings. That somebody told us, try this, so we're going to give it a try. I think it has cilantro in it, doesn't it, honey? Yeah, cilantro. It's odd for a cocktail, but we're going to give it a try. Great relaxing place. As you can see, it's not crazy right now. It's a lot of fun and very relaxing. Okay, when we're on a cruise, we're usually some of the first ones up. We get up and go to work very early, all during the year, so 5:30 is sleeping really late for us. This is what a cruise ship is like at 6:30 in the morning. We're getting ready for sunrise. Deck 16. All the chairs are open. So, if you're an early riser, this is how you could reserve a deck chair, I guess, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just enjoying it right now. I can see another ship way off in the distance there. This is a little turnover. Just came in the pastry basket for breakfast. Nice and small. I have croque madame coming. Breakfast, the croque madame with an egg, bechamel, Swiss, toasted bread, side of corned beef hash. Good stuff. Omelet for the more traditional. Omelet, bacon. These are hash browns.
Hello. Eggs Benedict. Country potatoes.
There you go.
I'm already eating.
She had the same. Okay, we're at the Atrium right now, right in the center. There's a nice bar here that's great. There's lots of seating, and they do all the trivia contests, music contests, salsa dancing just ended. Now La Bistro is doing a special thing where they show you how to make a couple of their dishes, a little cooking demonstration. This is a great place to relax and learn a lot of stuff and have a cocktail or two. It's right across from guest services too, right in the center of the ship. Great place to stay. We're in the Epic Theater now. We are about to see the Beatles. This is a show that you can't make reservations. You can wait in line to come in. We waited. The show starts at 7. I think the doors opened at 6:30. We came about 6:35. The line was gone, and this is what's here. So it's not something you have to get here real early for, at least not on our cruise. But we're excited. They do a 45-minute set here in the big theater, and then the other nights they're in the Cavern Club. We want to see them there too. We've heard that they do different sets at each show because, of course, there's a lot of Beatles music to be done. So we're looking for a night of fun at the theater on the Epic. All right, we're at Shanghai. This is one of the complimentary restaurants. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's not the main dining room. They have a noodle bar and sit down. We opted for the sit down. We came in after the show at the Epic Theater. It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening, and we got right in. Wasn't really a problem. We're getting some appetizers, got some pot stickers and calamari, and we also ordered some fried rice. It's coming a little bit later, so we're hoping this will be good. Calamari, the pot stickers were excellent. They come with a ginger sauce. It's very good. The calamari, lightly breaded, very good. This is the combination fried rice. It has shrimp, it has pork, it has beef, peas. Looks like a good looking fried rice. Tastes like good fried rice. I love the portion sizes too. They're not too big, so you can go eat somewhere else a little bit later, before bed. It's good stuff. All right, this is one of the reasons we love a balcony cabin. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, and just out here you can just lightly hear the ocean waves. A little humidity, but cool. full moon over the ocean. Got another ship out in the way out in the sea. But this is just so peaceful. Feels good, looks cool. I wish it was just a little clearer because there's just a little bit of cloudiness so you can just barely see the full moon, but it really brights up when you're away from city lights. This is really cool. Extra fun part of cruising, especially when you're an early riser like we are. It's about 6:30 in the morning. We're up on the 16th deck here on the Epic, waiting for the sun to rise. Should be coming up in about 10 minutes. Got a coffee, lots of coffee and juice down here by the pool, and as you can see, we almost have the whole thing to ourselves. Nice and cool breeze, getting ready for a port day. We're at the Taste Dining Room for breakfast. This is a different menu. They kind of alternate every other day on the menu. So today, they have my favorite, huevos rancheros. Comes with potatoes, guacamole. I got some bacon coming as a side. My wife got the French toast. That's just regular, that's vanilla French toast?
Vanilla pound cake.
Vanilla pound cake French toast. That looks good. She already ate the strawberry. Taste for breakfast. Okay, it's a port day in Nassau, so we just came up to the buffet for lunch. They had there's a nice little New Orleans spicy seafood chowder. Got some strip loin, pork cutlet, breaded fried chicken, a fried pork chop. I'm going for the fried stuff today. These are little sesame breadsticks at the salad station, and they're really, really good. That's about it. Just kind of eating light lunch so we have room for second lunch a little later out by the pool. You know what I mean. All right, we're in the Manhattan dining room for dinner tonight, so we dressed up extra special, a collar on the shirt and everything. Wine to match the dinner. We had our appetizers and salad. They were good. Smoked mozzarella ravioli that was good. The French onion soup, that's always good. This is a Mediterranean sirloin steak skewers with a spicy marinara and some saffron rice. It's all very good. My wife got the sirloin strip with a baked potato and a grilled mater. Dressed up, we're waiting for the music to start. We even got wine. This is big time.
Yeah.
Great Stirrup Key. It's our favorite day of the cruise. We're under a palm tree, in lounge chairs, just feet away from the beach, right next to the Bacardi bar. Tip for Great Stirrup Key, when you come in, go past the first masses who immediately go to the beach on the right. Just walk in a little ways, maybe an eighth of a mile, probably not even that. We're right by the Bacardi bar. We came here last time we were here, and it was easy to get a seat. Drinks are flowing. You got food right behind you and bathrooms right on the other side of the bar, and easy access to the ocean. It's a good time. Yeah, geez, here's a waiter right here getting drinks. It's a good time. Great Stirrup Cay, our favorite day, beach day on NCL. All right, we're having some fun tonight. We love this place. It's the Bliss Lounge. It doesn't open until 8 o'clock, but they have karaoke, I think, every night. Great bar service, great seating, and it's always fun to watch everybody sing. Karaoke in the Bliss Lounge on the Epic. Late nights on the Epic. It's about 10:30 p.m. We got music down below. We're in Oceans, 24-hour restaurant. Got a late night Reuben. It comes with chips. I ordered the fries, no problem. Got a cheeseburger and fries. Good place for late night eats. It's not real busy, so it doesn't take long. It's a good time. Oceans, we love it on the Epic. Our favorite bar on the Epic, the Maltings Whiskey Bar, on level 7, I believe. Great wait staff. They're here all the time taking care of you. I got my favorite drink, Johnny Black, neat. Good stuff. Great place. If you have a whole bunch of stuff you want to try, come here. If you have the drink package, it falls in great. Comfy furniture, big leather chairs and sofas. My favorite place, Maltings on the Epic. We have my least favorite night of a cruise, the last night. It's about 7 o'clock. We just had dinner. We're on the Epic, the balcony, dark out. You can hear the sea slapping up against the ship, though. It's a great sound, especially to fall asleep to with the door open at night. We got some things that we came up with that we know were a little bit some things we really, really like about the Epic, and a few things that we think maybe could be done a little differently to make things easier for us, the passengers. All right, some of the things we really liked. Great entertainment. We saw Priscilla, Queen of what?
The desert.
Queen of the Desert. It was a great show. I mean, we've seen lots of Broadway shows, and this, seriously, the talent was on par with Broadway shows. It was really, really great. Comedians were great. We saw one in the Comedy Club. We saw them the next night or a couple nights later in the Big Epic Theater. Totally different material. It was all really, really good. The drink service in the Epic Theater, surprisingly, was very good. You could get there half an hour before the show, and they'd hit you twice for drinks going up and down the aisles there before the show even started. So drink service at the Epic Theater was very good as well. All the staff we encountered was really, really friendly. I mean, I would say 99% of the staff. They greet you, they smile, they want you to be happy. They work very hard for you. We never encountered anybody who was rude or seemed like they didn't want to be there. So we've read stuff in other reports where people say, oh, it was rude, nobody ever said hello. I don't know where that's coming from. We certainly did love it. They have their texting app, which is something we didn't know about until about 2 weeks before we came on the cruise. It's so you can keep in touch with family on your cell phone on the ship. Now you can have the app, but you can't sign up until you get on the ship. And it's $10 or $9.95 per phone. So my wife and I had it. We had some other people traveling with us. So it cost us $10 each for the entire cruise, not by the day, it's for the entire cruise. You can call whoever you want to call on the ship or text. So it's always easy to know where everybody is. It's easy to keep in touch on the ship. That's a great new feature we like. Some of the things we didn't like about the Epic, one thing we really noticed was a lack of trash cans throughout the ship. So if you finish a drink and have an empty plastic cup, or if you have a tissue or some napkins or something, or you just washed your hands in the bathroom and you came out, there were just no trash cans along the ship. That seemed kind of odd to us, especially for a really clean ship. Rude people, there's always just a few. About any trip to the bar, you'll encounter somebody who's just wants to butt in, and they're rude to the staff. I'm guessing these are the people who think the staff is being rude to them. Just a hunch. Another thing that we don't like is we're early risers. We're usually up at 5 or 6 in the morning at the latest. A lot of stuff doesn't start until 9 or 10 o'clock. You know, breakfast doesn't start until 7:30 or 8. Lunch starts at noon. Dinner starts at 5:30. Also, a lot of the great shows, the comedians, the Epic Beatles show, they don't start until 10 or 10:30 at night, and we're long ready for bed by then. So I wish they had more stuff early instead of waiting so late. But I know a lot of people like to stay up late, so we put up with it. Their app, also, I mentioned how great the app is for keeping in touch with friends and family. It also has the list of daily events. You can go through the events and mark which ones you want to go to, and it puts them on a favorites list for you. That's great, but it's not the entire list of stuff going on. They don't have the hours for the restaurants or the bars, and they also don't have the entire list. It's kind of just highlights of stuff that's going on. So we wish they would upgrade the app a little bit more to include more stuff. The other thing we notice about this ship compared to others we've been on is the lack of doors that go to the outside. Is that the promenade? I don't even know. The outside, like by the railing where people like to walk around the outside of the ship, the perimeter. I think we went out one door once, and it was at the very end, and it was because we walked the entire length of the ship to go outside to stand on the railing out there or walk around the ship, and there's a real lack of doors to the outside on this ship, which I guess it's not a problem. It's just different for us from other ships we've been on. Oh, and I thought of one more, but I got to go inside and show it to you. Okay, before the last thing, I have one more thing. The light system in here drives me nuts. There's so many lights, and you don't know what switch works. See, now that I'm trying to turn the bathroom on, there it is. What about this one? Well, that turns those lights off. I mean, there's so many switches, you don't know what runs what. So that drives me a little bit crazy. Okay, but here it is. Here's the bed, right? So here's where I'm sleeping, right here. And 2 feet away is the master bath. Well, if somebody gets up in the middle of the night, the first night when we got up that morning, we had a new rule. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. But try not to flush the toilet, because I had 2 heart attacks that first night because my wife flushed the toilet. Come on in. You know. Mind you, my head was 2 feet away. And getting up, that didn't bother me hearing her in the bathroom, but it's when it's all over, come on in. You got to hear this whole thing. You know what they sound like. That will give you a heart attack, or 2 of them in my case. So the rule went from then on. It's too close to the sleeping quarters for the bathroom. Otherwise, we loved it. The epic. That's a lot of what we did on the cruise. You know, John eats cheap. We eat cheap all year long so we can go on vacations like this. Great cruises. Here comes a whole bunch of fantastic food photos.